there is always a disconnect has been felt, and that disconnect to bridge the gap between the employment seekers and job. Past some initiatives, we have established sector skill councils. We established the platform through which the employers can. There is need felt that skilled, properly trained, certified skilled work, the industrial users. On the other hand, the skilled workers were actually an attempt to bridge that gap, and we hope that with this properly certified skilled workforce at the doors of convenient places. I also take this opportunity to welcome to with us that he's leaving to join his parent department. We wish him all the luck, but I think request Chairman NAFTTC to please come and say a few words as welcome.
That connection is not make sure that certification becomes increasingly an important as that there is gold standards in certification. Now, gold standards in certifications is important, but the utility of those people who are given gold standards and are given a premium by the market is also important. Unless those who have these certificates receive a premium from the market compared to those who don't have such a certification, the value of having a gold standard will be less. So we need to ensure that the market recognizes the gold standard we are trying to create. At some point, hopefully the Parliament will enact a requirement for certification for all tradesmen, as it is in many parts of the world, whether you use an electrician, a plumber, a welder, they all have to be in construction work, masons, all have to be certified. Virtually you can't pick up any tool anywhere else in the world without certification. We would hope, and the goal is by 2023 we have some certification mechanism. So this is all working towards that. Really have to thank USAID for their contribution in enabling this. Without them it might not have happened. So we are really grateful to this. We only request that if this help can be continued for some more time. So that's a humble request. Last but not least, I'd like to thank Dr. Nasser, who's been working on it for the last few years and has made it happen finally. But more than anyone else, Hafiz Abbasi, thank you very much. I know you're leaving us, but your contribution is invaluable in this. And so please do try and come back. We value your work. Thank you very much. And thank you everyone else.
4% of the population under age 30. Do you know what they share in common with millions of young people their age, including those with disabilities, minority status, and gender disparity? Mainly shaped in rural setting, although rich in cultural heritage, South Punjab is beset with decades-long stagnant socioeconomic indicators that limit employment opportunities and civic engagement for youth like Abdul and Sidra. The USAID's Punjab Youth Workforce Development Project was initiated, joining the government of Pakistan's efforts to empower the youth of the country for sustainable development. The project aims to increase economic opportunities and develop socially constructive attitudes among youth and communities through its specially tailored youth workforce initiatives. The project enrolled 10,000 youth, including 35% females in its workforce initiatives, tailored for the youth of South Punjab for overall economic growth and improved livelihoods. Skills development provides opportunity for gainful employment and entrepreneurship. For example, Abdul Rahman was a sole breadwinner with no employable skills. The project provided 6 months of HVACR training, 1,500 Pakistani rupees monthly stipend, and at Abdul's graduation, a quality toolkit. Today, he earns a good living running a refrigerator and air conditioning repair shop. Sidra Abdin, wife of a vendor and mother of 2, began her journey to economic empowerment when she heard about the project while working as a daily wager. The project funded school. In addition to providing better income opportunities, the project has also sensitized these youth to adopt the positive attitudes, helping them grow to responsible citizens. With 10,000 stories of hope created in South Punjab, the project's achievements are an example of youth empowerment and community development, which can be replicated and scaled up in a journey to self-reliance with USAID Pakistan.
Chairman, National Vocational and Technical Training Commission, Mr. Syed Javed Hassan. Honorable members of Parliament, welcome. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, launch of the Hunarmand, a mobile application to help youth get access to job opportunities. While today's launch highlights opportunities for youth, it also focuses on the valuable partnerships that enable young people in Pakistan to reach their full potential. With 69% of the country's population under the age of 35 and over 1 million individuals entering the workforce every year in Pakistan, Pakistan faces an important challenge, or perhaps we could reframe it as an opportunity, to place its youth at the very center of its development priorities. Information and communication technology has the potential to serve as a gateway to economic and social inclusion for youth. As the Pakistan government, both at the federal and provincial levels, works to create more opportunities for Pakistani youth, the United States Agency for International Development is proud to lend support to these efforts. One such effort is this Punjab Youth Workforce Development Program. It was a 3-year initiative to provide employment and entrepreneurship opportunities to youth in 4 districts of southern Punjab: Multan, Muzaffargarh, Bahawalpur, and Lutheran. Besides contributing to overall economic success and growth, the project created and strengthened opportunities for youth to adopt socially constructive attitudes and play a positive role in their communities through meaningful civic engagement, as the video mentioned. As the project moves toward its completion, I am delighted to report that we helped over 10,000 young people, almost half of whom were women, to complete skill development training in a variety of fields, including agriculture, livestock, manufacturing, and construction, among others. Other key achievements include helping over 8,300 youth get jobs, providing trade-specific toolkits to over 3,000 youth who are now self-employed, helping over 1,000 youth through microfinance loans to kickstart their own small businesses, providing career counseling services to 2,000 youth, helping nearly 3,600 youth learn socially constructive attitudes through interactive sessions. And of course, the reason that we are all here today, the mobile application we are launching was also a major success under this initiative. Each of these numbers you just heard reflects a story of resilience, of hope, and of beating the odds. This is what youth of Pakistan, and indeed anywhere in the world, need: an opportunity to reach their full potential. This brings us to why we are gathered here today, to mark the launch of Hunarmand, a mobile application developed in partnership with the National Vocational and Technical Training Commission, which will bring much-needed connectivity between skilled youth and available employment opportunities. This collaboration between USAID and NAVTEC uses innovative technology, which plays an instrumental role to bridge the gap between skill demand and labor supply in Pakistan. It is heartening to know that the mobile app meets NAVTEC's national skilling information system requirements, and at a later stage may also integrate with the Prime Minister's National Employment Exchange portal, which will ensure the sustainability of this initiative. I would like to thank all of our partners in the public and private sector, particularly NABTEC, for their unwavering support in ensuring that we provide Pakistan youth with opportunities so that they can improve their lives, give back to their communities, and contribute to Pakistan's progress. I congratulate the entire project team for the successful completion of 3 years of programming. This project is leaving behind a legacy that brought the government, industry, and other stakeholders all together under one platform. I can convey my best wishes to you all. Shukriya.
अभी मुझे देरी हो रही है, बाद में बात करते हैं।
क्या आपके घर में बिजली के मसाइल रहते हैं? क्या आपके बाथरूम में नलकों से पानी टपकता रहता है? क्या घर का नल वक्त पे नहीं होता? क्या एसी वाले का इंतजार कर करके आप थक गए हैं? क्या दफ्तर की अलमारी बार-बार ठीक कराने के बावजूद भी कमजोर है? अब आपको घबराने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है। ये मसले सिर्फ आपके नहीं है, बल्कि पाकिस्तान में ज्यादातर लोग इन मसाइल से हर रोज दो चार होते हैं। इसीलिए नेशनल वोकेशनल एंड टेक्निकल ट्रेनिंग कमीशन, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ पाकिस्तान और यूएसएआईडी पंजाब वर्कफोर्स डेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट ने मुश्तरका तौर पर आपके मसाइल के हल के लिए हुनरमंद के नाम से एक मोबाइल ऐप मुतारिफ करवाई है, जो गूगल प्ले स्टोर और एप्पल स्टोर से मुफ्त में डाउनलोड हो सकती है। बस फोन में हुनरमंद ऐप खोलने के बाद चंद आसान स्टेप्स को अमल करें और रजिस्टर हो जाएं। अब सिर्फ प्लम्बर, मैकेनिकल वर्क, कार्पेंट्री, इलेक्ट्रिकल वर्क या लेबर में से काम सेलेक्ट करने की देर है, जिसके बाद प्रोफाइल, स्किल्स और रेटिंग के मुताबिक कार्य सेलेक्ट करें, उसे राब्ता करें और वो आपका काम जल्द से जल्द मुनासिब रेट पर कर देगा। इन तमाम सर्विसेज से फायदा लेने के अलावा अगर आप समझते हैं कि आप में भी इन सर्विसेज में से कोई सर्विस देने की काबिलियत है, तो जॉब सीकर के तौर पर रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं। आपको रजिस्टर करने के लिए मोबाइल नंबर के अलावा जाती और पेशा वाराना कागजात की जरूरत है, जो कि करीबी वोकेशनल काउंसलिंग और जॉब प्लेसमेंट सेंटर में जमा करवानी होगी, जिसके बाद आप कारीगर के तौर पर रजिस्टर हो जाएंगे। हुनरमंद ऐप के जरिए आपको जॉब नोटिफिकेशंस मिला करेंगी, जिसको एक्सेप्ट करने के बाद जीपीएस लोकेशन और क्लाइंट की दीगर मालूमात आपके पास आ जाएंगी और आप अपना काम बखूबी अंजाम दे सकते हैं। हुनरमंद पाकिस्तान में ऐसे साजगार माहौल की इब्तिदा कर रहा है, जहां सारिफीन अपने मसाइल हल करवा सकते हैं और कारीगर एक अच्छी आमदन कमा सकते हैं। और अनकरीब फुल टाइम जॉब सीकर और जॉब एम्प्लॉयर के लिए भी NABTEC और यूएसएआईडी पंजाब यूथ वर्कफोर्स डेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन मुताबिक करवाने जा रहे हैं, जिससे नौजवान न सिर्फ रोजगार के मौके हासिल करेंगे, बल्कि मुल्क की मुआशी तरक्की में भी अपना किरदार अदा करेंगे।
NABTEC, Mr. Javed Hassan, USAID Mission Director, Parliamentary Secretary Vijay Akram, Dr. Nasir, ladies and gentlemen. Let me begin by congratulating both NABTEC and USAID for working together in other countries, but for us it's a great step forward. Because of two things. One, it allows those who have these skills to get into a bank where they can be accessed by other people. And secondly, it provides a great facility to the consumers to get the required skills at the click of a button. So on both cases, it's a very important development. And I hope that we now take it forward from Islamabad and introduce it in all other cities, because it should become a nationwide thing. And I think that's a challenge that we have to take up. I thank USAID for helping developing this and for providing the expertise and the resources for this. So thank you very much. Because the media is here, I speak in a bit in Urdu also. ये जो आज जिस ऐप को लॉन्च किया जा रहा है, ये बहुत ही एक इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ है। वो इस तरीके से कि एक आम आदमी अपने घर में बैठ के एक बटन दबाने से जो भी उसको स्किल्स की ज़रूरत है वो हासिल कर सकता है। मिसाल के तौर पे अगर घर में नलके में पानी नहीं आ रहा तो वो उसमें इस्तेमाल कर सकता है, और प्लम्बर आ सकता है, इलेक्ट्रिशियन, मतलब बेशुमार जो रोज़मर्रा की ज़िंदगी में ज़रूरियात होती हैं वो पूरी कर सकता है। और ये ये एक बहुत बड़ी डेवलपमेंट है। और इससे जिन लोगों को नौकरी, जिन लोगों के पास ये हुनर है और वो चाहते हैं कि लोगों को पता लगे, तो वो भी उनको पता लग जाएगा और वो एक इसमें आ जाएंगे और एक बैंक बन जाएगा जिससे लोग उनको एक्सेस कर सकें। इसलिए ये बहुत बड़ी डेवलपमेंट है जिसके लिए मैं NABTEC को और USAID को शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ। I think the success of this venture depends on two things. Number one, that the certification is of a standard where you get what you want. In other words, if you are asking for a particular skill, your confidence level should be there that if you ask for a particular skill, you will get that skill. So that's the key. If people don't have a good experience with people who go there and their skill levels are low, then what will happen is that after a while people would stop using this app. So that is one very, very important aspect of this particular venture. The second is, of course, security. I think that was not mentioned before, but I think security is extremely important. That at the central level, whoever is managing this, there has to be a way for all parties to know that somebody is watching, somebody is monitoring, somebody has an idea of what is going on. Because these are people with skills going into other people's homes, and they are not who are known in any way. Because the normal practice in our country is that you hire skilled workers with whom you have some kind of introduction, either at their shop or something. So that acts as a kind of not really an insurance policy, but I mean it just helps. So because you know the person who's coming to your house. But in this case, complete strangers would be coming into your house. So I would urge to NABTEC and others that while implementing this, please keep the aspect of security in mind to make sure that we have people who go there who have been thoroughly screened and who have been trained how to deal with customers when they go to their homes. So this is a way forward. As Mr. Javed Hassan said, we are emphasizing in NABTEC on standards and on certification. Unfortunately, the certification regime has been in disarray, and all kinds of people are issuing certificates for all kinds of skills. We need to develop what I've told them to be the gold standard of certification. That once NABTEC stamps a particular certification, that should be seen as authentic and a standard by which everybody can measure the skills. So I think that's very, very important. So you have to develop the standards and you have to develop certification, which is very widely accepted. You also have to create international linkages. So we've discussed this before, but that's the primary task, developing of standards and developing of a certification regime which is widely accepted. So I hope that you will be able to do that. As the minister in charge, I am always there to help, and we will try and ensure that we can facilitate this process as much as possible. So thank you very much again, and thank you, USAID.
Thank you very much, sir. As the Honourable Minister has very ensuring that whosoever skilled workforce we provide on this application is properly security checked before